Presenting to you today's first game, Burundi versus Kenya. Please, let's welcome on court Team Burundi. Player 0, Ines Wineza. Number 0, Ines Kanya Wineza. 4, Naomi Mucho. 5, Elsa Engabire. 6, Sada Absi. 12, Christian Shela. 13, Elsa Nyokuru. 14, Divine Irakoze. 15, Ines Nezeregua. 23, Santia Ezeri. And 77, Nelly Sanda, with coach Arsene Mflurianza. And now, welcome to the court, Team Kenya. Player number 2, Esther Ashley Minyano. Number 6, Jamima Omondi. 8, Elizabeth Akelo Okumo. Number 10, Christine Akini. 12, Margaret Okondo. 13, Mercy Wanyama. 14, Wilma Owino. 20, Rita Oluch. 21, Belinda Okuz. 25, Helena Okumu. 28, Natalie Wangale. And 30, Victoria Reynolds, with head coach George Mayenga. Referees of this game are Nancy Ayman, Zuzu Anadek, and Nambuya Lizzie, with Commissioner Karna. Now please rise for the national anthem of Team Burundi.
Good afternoon, everybody. Kenya and Burundi are matching up today. It's been a very important matchup for both teams. Whoever loses this game is pretty much 9 toes out of the competition. So, we shall see what happens. Kenya and Burundi both have weapons. Both are more than capable of taking this game home. But it's going to be a challenge. Kenya right now is not faring very well. 0-2 record after 2 days of competition. They lost their first game against South Sudan yesterday, 86-69, and their first game overall of the competition was against Uganda, a loss 78-56. Things are not looking too bright. Kenya had a chance against South Sudan yesterday, but they crumbled. They did not execute properly in the second half. South Sudan ran away with the win late in the game, and Kenya never could catch up. Now against Burundi, they have a chance. They have an opportunity. Burundi faced up the home crowd's favorite out here in Cairo, Egypt, in the first game, and things did not look good at all. Unfortunately for Burundi, they ended up losing in a very, very cruel way, if I can put it that way. Losing 102-40, 62-point loss. It is what it is, especially when you're matching up against mighty Egypt, playing at home. But a new day means a new opportunity. A new game means a new story. Burundi could literally erase that 62-point loss with a win against Kenya right now and put Kenya in the worst of positions with an 0-3 record after 3 days of competition. So we shall see what's going to go down. Angelo Tsagarakis, your host, once again for the full day, and that's the first bucket to start off the game properly. That's something that's going to give Kenya a whole lot of confidence. Selina Okumu. Wide open three. First shot a little bit off target. Selina Okumu averaging a little bit over 8 points after 2 games of competition. Victoria Reynolds, the bright spot, averaging an incredible 6 steals per game. And right now, Wanyama gives Kenya a 4-0 lead very early. Burundi needs to make sure that they start off the game aggressive. 2-3 zone to start off. Kenya does not believe in Burundi's ability to knock down the shots from a distance. Obviously, that matchup and that decision defensively against Egypt did not pay off. Egypt started off hot, shooting from a distance pretty efficiently, but then the zone did perturb Egypt, who could not sustain efficient outside shooting throughout the whole game. I meant Uganda, I said Egypt. Forgive me, Uganda, Kenya. But for those that were with me yesterday, you know what I meant. Keep an eye out for number 30, Victoria Reynolds. Her stat line is close to insane. If she had a little bit more accuracy shooting, as right now on 16 shot attempts per game, she's only averaging 34%. See Wangale, who has one of the sweetest strokes out here on the old continent. Wangale, who won the gold medal at the 3x3 Africa Cup 2 years ago. She hit the game winner against Egypt to shock Egypt, take home an historic gold medal for Kenya. So she's one of those rare players internationally that has been able to represent her country in both 3x3 and 5-on-5. So that lets you know right there the caliber player that I believe her to be. And that's going to fall in. First free throw. And the second, 2 for 2. Just for you, Divini Rakoze. That's going to be a travel against right there. 4-point series right there. Ines Nezerwa, he's a player that you definitely need to keep a lookout for. Ooh, top of the key, dagger. Swishy to swish. That's a nice shot right here. Wanyama feeling herself early. 4 seconds left, and that's going to be a travel. So against South Sudan, I wanted to talk to you guys about the turnovers for Kenya. I'm talking about 34 turnovers against South Sudan. And they're going to tell me, well, obviously, tough to win, almost impossible to win if you're turning the ball over that much. But guess what? South Sudan turned the ball over 34 times as well. So we had a combined 68 turnovers in this game between South Sudan and Kenya. So both teams took very poor care of the ball. Obviously, Kenya is not going to try to reproduce the same kind of performance. They want to be successful against Burundi. Wide open look on the fast break. The ball front rim. Kenya with a 9-point lead early. And the foul drawn with the and one. All right, we see you. Selena Okumu. Who's averaging 7 turnovers per game, something that she wishes did not happen so far in this competition. That's quite unfortunate because she's been quite aggressive and doing a solid job, even though she's not shooting the ball spectacularly. The percentage drops because of the three-point shooting, but the mid-range is around 42%, which is not excellent, but it's still respectable. But the 7 turnovers per game for sure hurting her team. But if you think that she's the one turning the ball over the most, think again. Natale Mongale, 9 turnovers per game after the first 2 days of competition for Kenya. So Mongale, who also averages 5 assists, he's more than capable of figuring things out. She's a shooter. She's dangerous. She averages more than 10 attempts from outside the three-point land per game. She's shooting poorly so far, but she's capable of getting on a hot streak at any moment. Something for Burundi to look out for. Burundi in the atrocious loss against Egypt could really only point out 3 players who managed some way, somehow to impact the game positively for Team Burundi. Ines Nizerwa, that I've had the opportunity to watch from up close in the women's club competition on the African continent. Nizerwa was spectacular against Egypt. She had 7 points, 9 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals. Mid-range special. Reynolds just loves that shot. You would think that she probably would have elected to outlet the ball. There was a 4 against 2 situation, but she has that feeling that any shot she takes on that break is just as high of a percentage than any layup that any of her teammates could take. And truthfully, she might be right. She got that in the bag. Good ball movement right here. Yes. Kenya just running away with it. Reynolds making it look easy. Burundi needs to watch out. He's making up a 17-point gap. That early in the game is not an easy task. Kenya has built up the lead so far in what seems to be quite a simple way, but it's not. They've been shooting the ball tremendously well. 3 for 5 from three-point land, 8 for 11. Watch out for the trouble. It's going to be a second turnover for Team Kenya in the first quarter. Right now, Kenya has found the long-range efficiency that was lacking yesterday against South Sudan. Yesterday, Kenya shot 6 for 23 from three-point range, 26%, which obviously was insufficient to make up for the gap in the second half. They had the shots, they just did not drop. 2 for 2, Nizerwa. He has the free throws to go. But Kenya on a great pace offensively. 5 points for Mercy Wanyama, 7 for Selena Okumu, 8 for Victoria Reynolds. Aggressive defense. Great job. That's when defense translates into offense, but you cannot spoil dessert that way. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nelly Zamagawa could have cut down the lead a little bit more. These are the opportunities you do not want to spoil. Nizerwa secures the rebound, a good bounce pass, but poor finishing touch from Neon Kuro. Gives it up, it's gonna be short. As you know, ooh, puts way too much protein on that one. Omundi to gives much more of a soft touch when she tries to float it up from up close. She didn't shoot it strong enough from the 3, but she shot it way too hard from the 2. So staying in the 2-3 zone right now. Burundi obviously struggling shooting the ball. Get the picture with airballing this, actually, excuse me, Kanyamuneza, because Uwineza and Kanyamuneza are trying to trick me. One is 0, the other one is 0-0. They're trying to trick me, guys. But I stay focused. Reynolds will catch and shoot. Wanyama active, good off-ball movement, the extra pass for the wide open look. And it's the full court pressure. If you give up the middle, that gets you in trouble. Wanyama got burnt on the closeout. Ball moving. Wangali catching and shooting. She's up to the right, but once again, another offensive board. Burundi needs to stay aware whenever you have long range shooting. Wangali completely off target. She needs to put much more. Ooh, Wanyama rushing a little bit. But the ball got deflected, luckily. Even though it seemed that Wangali was the one touching the ball, I am not sure. Yeah, indeed. Wangali was the last one touching, so Burundi recovers possession. But Burundi right now is losing sight of one key factor. Whenever you're being shot on, again, from a three-point land, you're going to have longer rebounds. So obviously you need to box out and adjust. You cannot just be watching the ball and expect it to fall within range in the paint. Usually the ball is going to bounce out, way out. Good pass. Transition defense. Nowhere to be found on this particular play. Nyonkuru. Easy money, but you got to appreciate the pass from sounds like Awamba. Bangawa right now with 1 assist and 2 turnovers. Ooh, the ball. Rule with Eugenie Reza. Good pass. That's great transition right there. Reynolds feeding Wanyama inside. Wanyama, another one of those players that represent Kenya in both 3x3 and 5-on-5. She was part of that historical team, Kenya, who won the gold medal at the 3x3 Africa Cup 2 years ago. first quarter has been pretty smooth so far. Not too many whistles. And most importantly, not too many turnovers. And from Reynolds. A little bit too flat. Burundi trailing by 17. Zewa draws the foul, attacking that baseline aggressively. So if you're curious to find out what the standings look like so far in this competition in this Zone 5 group phase, Egypt is undefeated. They escaped Egyptian ladies against Uganda last night. It was a great game. Uganda believed in its chances to upset the Egyptian at home, and they almost pulled it off. South Sudan trying to follow the footsteps of the men's program, winning against Kenya, 1-0 record. Uganda split record, 1-1. Kenya 0-2, and Burundi 0-1. So when I told you in my games presentation that Kenya and Burundi desperately need to win this game if they want to have a chance, well, I understand why. Other for the title for the group phase win. Teams ranked 3rd and 4th shall play for 3rd place. So if you want to make it to that top 4, you better make sure that you don't get left behind. Burundi will match up with South Sudan on Friday. And tomorrow they're matching up with Uganda. South Sudan will match up tomorrow with Egypt. We'll see the South Sudan ladies against Uganda right after this game. So you guys will be with me still. This game that we have coming up next between Uganda and South Sudan is going to be quite interesting because Uganda looks like a team willing and on its way to match up with Egypt in the final on Saturday. But if South Sudan manages to upset Uganda and take the win, Uganda would be well positioned to potentially finish in the top 2. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen today, both in this game and the next. Always exciting to see those matchups on the African continent. A lot of up-and-coming talent. A lot of new faces, too. It was quite interesting to commentate the FIBA Africa Women's League with all of the best teams. You had Maputo from Mozambique, Jeanne d'Arc from Senegal, FAP from Cameroon, Akumeno from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Wanda Energy Group, very good squad as well. CNSS from Congo. And Maputo took care of business, let me tell you that. So it was in this competition that I got to see ladies such as Nizelwa display their talent. Ooh, gotta finish your breakfast in the paint. Little left-hand layup, did not drop. Ball shot now be friendly. Reynolds, great hands, almost stole it away. A travel. Riley kicks it out. Reynolds gives it up, good off-ball movement. Ooh, attacking opposite of the screen. I like that. Omundi using her quick first step. Being at the right place at the right time is not enough for Naomi Muko. Good thing she was not alone. Gale sees daylight, but she's completely off target in her last 3 attempts. Go with the open look. Off target as well. Mundi this time a little bit too soft. Third time shall be a charm. No look dime, but Muko misses again. Burundi spoiling desserts. And good thing that Mundi felt generous and gave the ball right back as she traveled. We've seen quite a few of those silly little mistakes. So right now for Kenya, it's not going to be costly, particularly that they just got the ball right back. Ngale throws it forward, turns it over. So things are getting a little bit out of control. They need to clean things up, both sides. Muko puts too much on it. 3 against 1. Transition defense. Nowhere to be found. Omundi shoots it a little bit too far. Reynolds had time to retie her shoelaces. Ngale, smart foul. Ngale was not going to give an easy breakaway. It's going to be a quick timeout. I believe both coaches are unhappy right now with what's going on. Got to be much more accurate with both your decision making and the execution once you make that decision. Kenya has total control of the game, obviously. But Burundi could do much better. Let's see if the timeout was helpful for Burundi. 2-1-2 zone, Mwangale in the middle. I think that baseline was not a bad idea. Gotta find a way to score. Shooting it up in the first half. Mercy Wanyama shooting 4 for 6, 9 points. Mwangale hesitated. She decides to stay patient with it. Oh, come on, Omundi. You cannot drop the cake before you set it on the table like this. Mwangale had 10 opportunities to shoot the ball. She stayed patient and gave you a wide open look. That's unfortunate. You owe her a smoothie. You know, that's what happens when one of my teammates blow a layup. He owes me a smoothie. Because that's one assist that you literally stole away from me. Oh, right before the expiration of the 24-second shot clock. Could that boost the confidence? But you cannot give up the middle like this. Reynolds with the blunder. Luka not get it done. So far in this game, as we reach the halfway point of the second quarter, we have a Kenyan squad who shot the ball so well in the first quarter, and now things are looking a little bit awkward. We've dropped overall under 39%. They're still shooting the three decent, as a percentage dropped to 4 for 11, close to 37%. Wide open look for Mundi, yes. And usually that's what happens whenever you're saying something that seems to be negative, even though it's just factual, then the player is just gonna knock it down in your face. And on the opposite, when you praise somebody, talk about their great free throw shooting or their great assist to turnover ratio, they're either gonna miss a shot, a free throw, or turn the ball over. It's always like this, guys. Zewa, ISO mode. Strong move, and she draws the foul on Wanyama. So one thing that Kenya is doing well today is taking better care of the ball. Even though they do have 8 turnovers, we are far from yesterday's standard against South Sudan, which is quite something that would be satisfactory for George Mayenga, the head coach of this Kenyan squad. For Burundi, well, shooting 4 for 27, which is below 15% overall in the game. It's self-explanatory. I believe that the score is not even as bad as it could be, as Nizerwa misses her second free throw, but Burundi has shot pretty well from the free throw line, 7 for 10 so far, which is solid. Burundi has turned the ball over 9 times so far. So we don't have the turnover fest that we had yesterday. Nice. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is cruel. Santiana Izere. With the silly blunder right there. Things already are difficult for Burundi. There's no need to make it harder than it already is to come back in this game. Foul drawn on the baseline. Kenya retains possession. Good to Reynolds. Reynolds, who started off the game so nice. He's getting on quite a nasty cold streak. Victoria Reynolds is now shooting 4 for 13. Uh-oh. Ball deflected. Steal stays possession of Kenya. Not a lot of foul calls in this first half overall. So we're going to have a new timeout. Right now, the performers in this game, Mercy Wanyama, 9 points, 4 for 6 shooting, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. We won't talk about the 2 turnovers. And 16 PER. For those that are not familiar with it, PER is the player efficiency ranking. So Wanyama having her day right now. Selena Okumu, 7 points in 8 minutes, 3 for 4 shooting. Tale Mwingale 0 for 3 from three-point land. 3 turnovers, -2 PER. Victoria Reynolds started off great. She's shooting 1 for 6 from 2-point range, which is awkward as she's shooting so well from outside 3-point range. 3 for 6, 50%. She still has 11 points though, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Good thing is she did not turn the ball over, not even once. For Burundi, not much to talk about, but do have to give props to Ines Nizerwa. 8 points, shooting 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds. She needs to watch out though. She already has 2 fouls, 7 PER. Kenya cannot secure the ball. New turnover, just like that. Burundi is only trailing by 12, guys. Only trailing by 12. We've seen much crazier comebacks, I can tell you that. Foul drawn. Zamba Ganwa. Zamba Ganwa. 2 minutes left in the first half, and Kenya pretty much shot itself in the foot. Could have been up by 20, feeling comfortable and looking forward to the second half confidently. But Burundi's staying in the hunt. Opportunity, Nizerwa got the rebound off the miss from Okumu. Oh, great feed inside. Yes. Gotta love it. Burundi saying, hey, look, guys, don't count us out quite yet. Irakoze finishing. Reynolds still off target. Great court awareness. Nizerwa throws it forward. And Burundi making this game interesting. Offensive foul. Irakoze. Gave a little bit too much on that seal position. On the double digits lead. Nice aggressiveness right there. Attacking the gap. Elizabeth Okumu earned herself a pair of free throws. Kenya is the deeper team. Kenya, on paper, does have more talent, does have more depth. We saw it yesterday with Uganda against Egypt. Depth, talent, and whatever is written on paper does not guarantee you anything. Still under 10 points. That's still up pass, but ball got deflected. because they thought the ball was turned over. No, lady. The ball got deflected. You still got a chance with 13 seconds left. So now there's a change of decision. The ball is given back to Kenya. One last shooting opportunity for Kenya before the end of the first half. No, too much on it, and Kenya will go to the locker room, leading by 9. You had a feeling Kenya was in position to have a much more commanding lead, but Burundi, scrappy, stayed with it, and keeps things interesting. So 9-point lead. We'll be back in less than 15 minutes. So don't go too far. Second half about to start. Kenya leads by 9 points against Burundi. Kenya was way ahead of the curve in the first quarter, and then I don't know if it's complacency. I wouldn't even want to believe that it could be the case. I just think that Burundi played very scrappy, fought really hard to come back, and Kenya just hit a cold streak. Couldn't knock down shots that they were knocking down in the first quarter. Victoria Reynolds shooting 4 for 13 in the game so far, 1 for 7 from 2-point range, which is the most surprising, as she's shooting 3 for 6 from outside the 3-point land. Still has an 8 PER, but it's Mercy Wanyama so far that has been doing the heavy lifting for Team Kenya. 9 points, 4 for 6 shooting, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 16 PER. Not much to see besides that. 10 turnovers in the first half for Team Kenya, much better than against South Sudan. But it's the shooting percentage that needs to improve in the second half for Kenya to have a much smoother sail to its first win in the competition, potentially. Now, when you look at Burundi helped by Ines Nizewa, 8 PER, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Outside of that, as we see the first shot attempt right here being missed. Burundi is shooting at 7 for 32 in the game, only 22%, which is clearly insufficient. But they don't even have a double digits lead. Oh, okay now. If you use the glass in times of need, well, efficiency shall find its way. Kumu with the bucket. But the response right after the transition defense is not up to par for Team Kenya. So it's a 10-point advantage. As I was mentioning, Burundi shooting poorly. Needs to do much better. Reynolds still can't find it. That's a travel. Zigo took one too many steps on her way to a one-on-one matchup for a potential layup. To pull it back, take her time. Wangale, no. Still no. Wangale needs to figure it out. She's shooting 0 for 5 from 3-point land. She is struggling, let's just put it that way. She was shooting 25% in her first 2 games from long distance. Her shooting percentage is quite poor. And yet, she's quite good. There's a reason why she stays on the floor. Nizewa, there's a reason why she's leading Burundi. 8-point lead, Kenya. Still struggling. Reynolds draws a foul. Male having a nightmare of a game so far, 0 for 6 shooting. Double dribble. The 16th turnover. Team Burundi. All right now, Akinyi facing up, knocking it down. 3-point dagger right here to bump the lead back up to 11. Could Kenya pull away in this third quarter? Give us a little bit of dynamic they've managed to create in the first half early. Will Burundi maintain the hunt active? Keep its hopes alive of a steal late in the game. Inside, Akinyi. The ball skewed to the left. The ball shall return in the hands of Mizerwa and Burundi. As a reminder, don't forget, next game up, Uganda against South Sudan. Nice little pass. Stays with it. Keep on fighting. And Reynolds finally knocks down the mid-range. 1 for 8 before this one. Toya Reynolds is a member of Rwanda Energy Group Women Basketball Club. Rwanda, 7th scorer of the competition so far. That's gonna be an unsportsmanlike foul, as you know. Breakaway situation. You cannot foul if you're the last defender. Automatic unsportsmanlike. Automatic. Zero knocks down the free throw. Stays in the hunt, stays within striking distance. 12 points, 6 for 8 shooting from the free throw line, 7 boards and 13 PER for Nizewa. She needs help though. She needs somebody else to come up with some buckets. There you go. She heard me. She responded to the call. Mushiranzigo brings Burundi within 6. Reynolds, easy lane. Got to do a much better job covering the pick and roll. She allowed Reynolds to go all the way to the cup. Well, see what's going to happen. Gives it up. Ooh, all right now. Little mid-range, Owino just came in, gets her first bucket of the game, and the great full court pressure from Okumu, forcing the turnover. Tough break for Burundi. Good job from Okumu. Great pass. Great execution. Finding the cutting Onyango. Wangale with a sweet dime. Wangale a little bit late on the closeout. But Kenya finding some answers. Somehow, but Kenya is playing very aggressive. You see the hands, they're active, they deflect, they get in the passing lanes, they pressure the ball. Burundi, the last few minutes, is struggling to find clean looks. 2 seconds, gonna have to shoot it. She does. Oh! Insane shot. Are you kidding me? That was unexpected right there. Reynolds wants to respond. Good thing, Reynolds at the right place, the right time. Oh, luckily the ball got deflected right in the hands of Nizelwa. Time, Owino draws the foul. Owino making her presence felt. It's too bad we don't have the replay, because I would love to see that shot from Mushiran Zigo. One-legged three at the buzzer of the possession. Ooh. That was crazy. And Owino, didn't know, now you know. Kenyan power forward, taking care of business. Great entrance. Played 6 minutes against Uganda and 2 minutes against South Sudan. But I want to say, you got to play her more, coach. She's balling. Winner with 6 points. 3 minutes. Oh, Winnow heard me talk. She's like, well, maybe I'm going to shoot the three. Maybe not, girl. Maybe not. Right now, Kenya dominating with size and length. Onyango gets a 4th point of the game, but guess what? That's her 7th rebound. Reynolds, late call, but the right call. A lot of contact. Gets it moving, nice ball movement right there. Extra pass. Owino has 6 seconds. Wengali flashes. Great ball movement. Everybody participating to the party. Everybody bringing its stone to the masterpiece. A lot of contact. And Kenya, just like that, pulls away. Late in the 3rd. Right, oh yeah. I was gonna say right at the end of the third quarter, Reynolds well on her way to bump the lead close to 20. Gonna have to earn it on the free throw line. Oh, Reynolds. This little offensive rebound tip shot is literally the metaphor of her game so far. 3 for 12 from 2-point range. She just can't get those to drop. 6 for 18 in the game, but she does have 18 points. She does have 4 assists, along with 3 rebounds and 16 PER. And you know why? Because she has 4 steals. I told you she's averaging before this game an insane 6 steals per game. Once again, she's well on her way to match that mark for her average. Start of the fourth quarter, Kenya is up 18. Kenya is shooting 37% from the field. Imagine they're shooting 39 from 3. So the mid-range shooting and inside the paint shooting is quite insufficient, but it does not matter. It does not matter. It's enough so far in this game. Burundi shooting 4 for 17 from 3-point range. 13 for 43, which is right over 30% overall in the game. The main problem for Burundi, they turned the ball over 24 times. In comparison to the 13 turnovers for Team Kenya, which is actually pretty good. If they managed to stay under 18 for the whole game, they would have cut in half the amount of turnovers that they've committed against South Sudan. That would explain the reason why this game is much more comfortable for Team Kenya. On the rebounding battle, it's pretty even. There's nothing to see there. Same thing with the assists. So the turnovers are costly for Team Burundi, who came within 6 points. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Give her more PT, coach. George Mayenga is going to have to scratch his head after this game. He's going to have to find some minutes to Vilma Wino. 8 points in 5 minutes. For the Kenyan power forward, she's doing a great job, and most importantly, Kenya is leading by 20. Reynolds sees daylight from 3. Ball rims out. Owino gets the offensive board. Ooh, no love for Kumu. Winnow going twice. I'm going to call her a winner. Wanyama showing a winner some love. Better. She's taking care of business. Good travel. So Kenya now smooth sailing to what seems to be potentially an easy win. Nice. Beautiful. Easy layup. So it seems for Onyango, but you gotta appreciate the aggressiveness and the dish. 24-point lead now, Kenya. Just keeping up with the good work, what we saw glimpses of in the first quarter. Kenya waited the late third quarter and the second half to pull away for good. Truthfully, it's difficult to conceive Burundi comeback with what we're seeing so far. Nice little pitch back action. Wangale all the way. Little handoff from Reynolds. A winner with the steal. A winner with the assist. Are you kidding me? Vilma Owino putting on the show. 10 points, just over 7 minutes, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist. Hey, Coach Mayanga, just saying. I'm just saying, got to give props to the big girl. She's doing a great job. Hands active, she's responsible for the offensive board. Good off-ball movement. The ball shall get deflected. Burundi will get it back. So quick timeout. See out of the timeout if Alsen Zima will find the words to inspire Burundi girls to fight back, fight until the end. Burundi understands what's at stake. Zone. Nice. Another steal. Reynolds. Easy lay. Reynolds has just been so smart and witty playing those passing lanes since the beginning of the tournament. 5th steal for her. 22 points now. Sub. Wangale, finally, Wangale pulls up, knocks it down. Kenya up 33. Response, much needed. Better knock down some shots if you're Burundi. Better keep up, or the score shall become quite cruel. We're gonna need many more from Sanzabagawa. And Owino. Owino with one more. Putting on a show. I'm telling you, just gotta appreciate it. And Owino with the steal. Owino doing her best Kevin Love impression right there. Triggering the transition. Feeding inside. Let's have some fun. I want to see Owino get the ball right now. You can tell Owino, she wants a sub. She is gassed. Owino's lucky that the pass did not go through. And who else with the steal? Who else with the steal and the assist than Victoria Reynolds? Who else, guys? 6 steal. Right, hit her average. And Wangale, who was 0 for 6 from 3 and struggling, just came up with a 5-point run of her own. Things are looking easy now for Team Kenya. A nice little feed inside from Reynolds and the finish from Opundu. Opundo gets her first bucket. Everybody is participating. The only one that did not score so far for Team Kenya is Esther Minayo. Oh, and one. And one. Shoot it. Sanzabagawa have another crack at it. down this time around. +51. +31. Zelwa gives it up. Takes it all the way. That's a great finish. There's not much that you can say to Ines Nizelwa, who scored 18 points, shooting 6 for 10, 8 rebounds. She did have 8 turnovers, which is regrettable. Obviously way too high for her own standards, but you have to understand, actually she has 20 now, but you have to understand that she is the main piece that the defense will focus on. Steal. Foul. Well drawn by Semina Okumu. Free throw for Okomo is good. Okomo shooting 4 for 5 from the free throw line. 4 for 12 from outside. 3 for 10 from 2-point land. 2-3 zone, still giving Burundi trouble. Foul. No easy basket. Shiranzigo will not give up the lane, will not give up the bucket. You gotta earn everything you get. seconds of this game. Kenya will validate its first win of the tournament. Last 10 seconds, the ball will be given back to Burundi. So last 10 seconds of the game, Kenya gets its first win of the event. Oh, we don't know how it went, but it did. Still, layup was missed. One last foul committed by Ushiranzigo. Be her 5th foul. Burundi still has 2 games. This game is over. So Burundi will play against Uganda tomorrow and against South Sudan on Friday. With what we've seen so far, it is difficult to imagine Burundi pulling off 2 consecutive wins against 2 teams that are just as good, if not better, than Kenya. But I tell you what, long during the game, we thought that Burundi was in position to potentially pull off the upset. They cut the lead within 6. Nothing was easy for Team Kenya, even though you had a feeling Kenya had more depth, had more tools. Basketball is basketball, and you still got to do it. You got to perform. So, Burundi is not mathematically dead, but it's going to be tough. Still got 2 games to play. So, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a nice game. It's going to be Uganda against South Sudan. You do not want to miss it. The ladies are going to warm up, and tip-off is going to be in 45 minutes. I'm still going to be with you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.